Follow a Brazilian Magnifico, cause there's nobody better than Lucas Paqueta. Now he's one of our own. Follow a Brazilian Magnifico, cause there's nobody better than Lucas Paqueta. Now he's one of our own. Hey, follow a Brazilian Magnifico, cause there's nobody better than Lucas Paqueta. Now he's one of our own. I said follow a Brazilian Magnifico, cause there's nobody better than Lucas Paqueta. Now he's one of our own. Yes! Fucking yes! Welcome back to the West Ham Network, and it's a good one today. It is a fucking brilliant one today. Where was that? Where has that been for such a long time? I tell you what, I love that celebration from Mr. Paqueta. What a celebration. Listen, I didn't expect that. I don't think anyone really expected that, but that was brilliant. That was fucking brilliant. That was amazing. Delighted, buzzing, excitement. Somerville, what an impact. Callum Wilson, what an impact. Like, players coming off the bench and making such a difference. Fernandes, what a debut. What a debut. Plenty of things to work on in this game. Plenty of things that we need to work on in this game. However, lots of positives to take from this game. We can absolutely take loads and loads and loads of positives from this. Yeah, I don't know who expected that, what expected that. I don't know how really to compute this information. But that second half was something totally different. Russie B is in the house. How you doing, my friend?
Wow. What, mate?
Russie, you ready?
Go on then.
Follow a Brazilian Magnifico. There's nobody better than Lucas Paqueta. Now he's one of our own. What a celebration!
It just, I think we said it, in the watch along. It was like he said, like, don't listen to what don't listen. That was pretty obvious. What you said.
It was, wasn't it? It was unbelievable. The first half. I mean, listen, I fuck the first half performance anyway because it was actually okay. It was a nothing game anyway. Positives to take from that, Russ. You can just hit them on the nail in the head. Somerville, what an impact! What an impact! Callum Wilson, what an impact! What an impact! Like, clear difference between him and Füllkrug in terms of the ball playing element, like the ball close to his feet. Like, Füllkrug's not your striker that likes the ball to have on his feet, like little touches here, there and everywhere, hold up play, spray the ball wide, and he's a good finisher. Callum Wilson is that kind of, he has the ball at his feet and he's tricky, and I can't believe I'm even saying this, but he made a real clear difference coming on off the bench. Paqueta with the freedom of, and what a debut from Fernandes. I genuinely, like, I put in the West Ham Network chat, like, clap hands to Fernandes, because that was a sound performance from him.
Awesome. Can everyone hear me? Someone's moaned they can't hear me.
Just about 10 minutes ago we couldn't hear you properly, but 10 minutes ago. A minute ago we couldn't hear you for 5 seconds. That was it.
Okay, no worries.
I think you came away from it, mate.
It's who would have thought that Callum Wilson's come on and done more than Füllkrug in the whole game?
Yeah.
Mental. Absolutely mental, mate.
But I mean, what's interesting is, and this is massive, and this is not taken away from this defeat, but this can clearly see, you can clearly see how things can change by the inclusion of a few players. That's what's interesting about this, and maybe a little change of formation. I've still got concerns about our defence. I've got slight concerns about our defence in terms of the panic, the slowness. I've got concerns about certain players that are slow. However, some of the players that came in and changed it and made a difference shows us that when you've got really good quality, that can really be a game changer. And it changed the whole dynamics of us going forward, Russ. Somerville gave us pace on the other side, Bowen on the other side. Imagine if Fernandes was on the park the full game. It was just a really, really good good second half in particular performance by West Ham. In actual fact, closing period of the game, it was brilliant. It was really, really good, and I can't believe we're off the mark. And I genuinely thought we would be in a totally different situation than we are right now.
It's so different, and it was so needed, because obviously now we go into the international break, not bottom of the league. We go international break 14th, not great, but in a clean sheet, and it just makes things a lot easier for Potter going into the international break. And also, if any business is to be done in the next 27 hours, we're in a positive frame of mind now. The fan base will be in a more positive frame of mind than they were probably before the game kicked off today. So and it just shows, and again, we the whole of the first half, we were like, this game is crying out for someone on the left hand side, and yeah,
100%. I'm seeing all the comments. We'll come on to them in a second. But I'm looking at I'm just giving you the rundown of the match stats in this game today. 58% possession to Nottingham Forest, to West Ham's 42% possession. West Ham created 3 big chances compared to Forest's 1 big chance. So we at least solidified and changed them, because in the first half, I said it, Russ, like they were a lot better at holding onto the ball. They were patient in their play, and their build-up play was a lot better than West Ham's. But I suppose we were consistently solid throughout, and even though we created a couple of chances in the first half, they didn't really create a massive amount of chances. They had 533 passes to our 384. I think the old West Ham would have been 700 to the opposition to West Ham's 200. So thereabouts. It's not that far off as well. But I think the game today was about players stepping up and doing a job for us. And I think specific players did. I think the defence turned it round in the second half. They did what Forest were doing in the first half, which then meant that we could build from the back. They maybe took a while to be able to acknowledge that, but they did it, and that's good. I do think we're short there, especially if Gerd goes. We need to look at what we can do in that department. I'm looking at the ratings of the players and all the stats of the players, and it's very clear that the 3 players that didn't step up to the mark today, I don't know if you can blame Füllkrug for not stepping up to the mark, but maybe I don't know, Russ. What's your thoughts on the Füllkrug situation today and Callum Wilson coming in?
I think he was. I think he was really. I felt sorry for him in the first half because he was isolated, and you're isolated against, arguably, as I said, 2 of the best centre halves in the Premier League as a pairing. And I just thought he was. We changed our way of playing when Wilson came on, and probably played it in the way that maybe Potter wants to play sometimes. But I thought he was unlucky. He had a decent shot. Yeah, everything first half was a little bit off the pace. But yeah, just the difference of the subs.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just going to read you the stats of Matheus Fernandes on his debut today. Played 82 minutes. He had 34 touches, accurate passes, 87%, 2 key passes in the game, 50% accuracy in his crosses, 50% accuracy in his long balls. He won 6, so over half of his ground duels. He was fouled 3 times in the game. He made 1 interception, 3 successful tackles in that game. So that shows you really an all-round midfield box-to-box performance from Matheus Fernandes. So money well spent from his first performance in that game. Lucas Paquetá gets himself a goal, played the full match, 82 touches, 78% pass accuracy, 2 key passes in the whole game, 100% long ball accuracy, 2 shots on target, 1 off target. Successful in 50% of his dribble attempts in the game. He won over half of his ground duels. He had 18 ground duels today. He won over half of his aerial duels in this game. He did lose possession 22 times, but that's what you expect from a player like him, who has the freedom to be able to move now and that I expect that stat to be higher now.
Yes, and I think he was. To be fair, the last 20 minutes he played, 25, last half an hour of that game, he was really good. First half, he was frustrating. He kept on there was a couple of really poor passes in it, but as you said, second half, you know, I mean, him and Fernandez, I think they're going to play really well together. Really well together.
Yeah. 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗧 also, he was fouled 3 times in the game. He had 3 clearances, he had 2 block shots, he had 1 interception, and he made 2 successful tackles in that game as well. So, you know, again, another all-round performance, but allowing him the full-blown freedom to do what he had to do in that game. And yeah, it's just a really, really good performance from West Ham, especially second half performance. Callum Wilson comes in, 26 minutes. He had 4 shots on target. Successful with 100% of his dribbles. He had two dribbles, and he was successful in all of them. He missed a big chance, obviously stealing that opportunity from Jared Bowen in the second half near the end there. 12 touches in that game. He won 100% of his ground duels, which it was 3 from 3 as well. So yeah, great performance from him. And then, I mean, I thought the one that really made the impact, 8 minutes, Russ Somerville, 8 minutes.
Just tells you in it when you got a bit of pace, what the difference. And he looked like he had a bit between his teeth, and that's what we need. Right,
But listen to this before you go. 7 touches, 100% pass accuracy in his game. Accurate in all of his long ball attempts. 100% ground duels won as well. Filled once, had 1 block shot. Just good performance. Russ, on you go. I'll jump into the comments and see what everyone else is saying in here. So let me just see what everyone is saying. Toby, good man. Thank you so much for that. That's everyone gifting you a membership. So you are a legend, my friend. There you go. The way he did a celebration, he's not going anywhere. Good to see you, my friend. Well, 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗧, what a guy. Ran about 1,000 miles, did about 1,000 tackles. And there's the bottle we needed. Been a long time coming. Somerville changed the game for me. He absolutely did in an abundance. We actually stopped Forest on their own turf. You can say that again. Yes. If you wanted out, you wouldn't put on a man of the match performance. We ruined so many Akas today. Breaking news. We've just signed to cry how we missed Pace. Yep, absolutely. Gritty, tough performance. City lost to Brighton and Hove Albion. They did. Somerville was unreal. Potter out, Wilson out. Here you go. Agerd and Tadebo out the team for me, the bad eggs, and maybe that helped. I thought Fernandez was good, but definitely Somerville came on and made a difference. Structure was good today. Yep, it was. Marvel was a beast. Only player that wasn't up to speed really was JWP. 100% agree with that one. Definitely. Definitely agree, Michael. Why would 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗧 go to a team below us? A great second half. Fernandez looked for real. Somerville looked great and unbelievably. Wilson looked great. Please stay fit. The back line looked also solid. Good to see you all in there having a chin wag. Well, that's what's a surprise. Change the system, and I have to say, now I'm Cam Wilson fan and all forgiven. Who said fans are fickle? Good to have Somerville back too. West Ham did. This guy got 3 goals in 7 minutes. Loving life. At least that's kind of brought our average goals dramatically up. You know, we were -7, weren't we? And now we're going to be -4 for the season. So that kind of solidifies something there as well. We actually nice seeing a goalkeeper as well. 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗧𝗠 is a grifter. Cancel the Irving Self. He had a bit of a solid performance when he came on. Complete turnaround last 10 minutes. We normally struggle. They couldn't handle Somerville. Destroyed him. Fernandez looks like he's a real baller. Take basic ingredients and add pace Somerville and watch it cook. Absolutely. Once players are fit, we'll look amazing as a team. Need to keep JWP out though. Need to figure out how to do that. Shout out to Marvel. Yeah, got to say that 100%. Clean sheet was the most impressive, and that's what was needed for Hermanson in defence. 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗧, Fernandez, Somerville, and Bowen, all incredible. And when you name those players out on the team sheet, that looks pretty impressive, to be honest with you. Good to see you all. Agerd should have had to play for the under-16s. Absolute melt. Marvel found his nut. It's good seeing the feeling around the team finally start looking good, and 𝗙𝗢𝗧𝗧 needs to stay after that celebration. Shutek played Gibbs White out at the game perfectly, done well. And do you know what? Got to give a massive shout out to James Kyle Walker-Peters. Genuinely was impressed with his performance today as well. Wilson is all forgiven if you stay fit. Didn't bother the match thinking it was this lose. We went 3-0 and I would do the same. Did anyone actually predict that? No, I don't think they did. I said 3-2 though, didn't I? I did say 3-2. I don't think Pac is leaving us. He's not. Hopefully not. Pac-Man held the phone up, said then kiss the badge. He's not going anywhere. Stick with the back four from Gnarky. Kilman played better. From the Greek God commenting on the skies thing there. Summertime. Absolutely. That game proved JWP is not good enough. Agreed. Still pinching myself. Neither Souček. Either Souček needs to come off the bench to give something to us, to be honest with you. Get in there. Come on, you bloody irons. Feeling like the pressure is off. Potter needs to reflect to pick the right formation and team now. Absolutely. I hope Potter realises he can't go back to back three. Diouf can still do damage with the back four. Wilson nicking the ball off Bowen. I know, can't believe it. Clean sheet as well. Huge. This is what happens when Potter get the dead wood out and brings in youth with a heart like Diouf, and so on. Brilliant result. Love the Pac-Man celebration. Level on points with Man City. And you predicted 2-1 to the Irons. Budgie's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. There you go, everyone. Listen, I'm going to go and let you compute and go and enjoy your rest of your Sunday as West Ham walk away 3-0 victory against Nottingham Forest on their home turf. Away from home, West Ham got the result. Fantastic performance from Fernandes on his debut. Paquetá stepping up to the plate, giving us the celebration we all want to see. Jared Bowen, Mavropanos, Kilman, Diouf, Walker Peters, big shout out to them. Massive shout out to Callum Wilson, even Andy Irving, and of course Christ Somerville. What a performance like that as well. So thank you everyone for watching. Join us as we'll come to you with more content coming your way related to this game, and I think Russell enjoyed doing the player ratings tomorrow. Anyway, take it easy everyone. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, please leave a comment, and come on you bloody